Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the wonderful world of crypto. My name is James, and this is Lock in the Value. So, let's have a quick look at the market before we get into our main topic. So, we've seen nice moves in terms of what's happening in the market at the moment. Obviously, there is steady progress forward. We're going to see a breakout of 300 billion. I think that's fairly obvious at this point. Whether it's in a week or 2 weeks or three, we will see that soon enough. We saw the craziness that happened with Dogecoin, which was a result of TikTok users flocking to the currency. Seen Ontology make some steady gains, always pleasing. You know, we're bullish on Ontology. Seen Zilliqa hold strong. Icon make some steady gains. We've seen Synthetics Network break its all-time high very comfortably, I might add. Nano, we said when it was below $1, that was a huge buy point. So it's well back above again. In inevitability, you know, Nano is going to be a huge payment tool over the next 10 years, I think. And KuCoin shares is still at a great buy price. Great buy price. Now, before we get into our main thing today, and our main topic really is going to be about yield farmings. We have launched our Twitter page. Now the link is going to be in the description. But what we're going to use that for is posting any articles or any information that we see that we think is relevant on a daily basis, and we'll probably do it multiple times a day. But producing video content constantly is quite challenging when you're balancing it with families and workloads and whatnot. So, at the very least, the Twitter link is very easy to do. So please like and follow that, because we're going to be posting regularly with any information we feel is valuable. And you know, we focus on valuable information. Our record and our Excel spreadsheet we constantly show you presents that information for you. We are also opening up a Patreon page now. For £5 a month, we will give you a shout out in every video we do. For £20 a month, we will give you a shout out in every video we do. You will get codes, so any Udemy course that we produce, you can take for free, and we will provide you with at least once a month a one-on-one chat where we can talk all things crypto, and we can do that through Zoom or Skype, whatever you like. Okay, but what we're trying to do is provide us with the opportunity that we can reduce down the 9 to 5 type workload we have, so that we can focus on what we're all passionate about, which is building a community behind cryptocurrency. And I want that for this channel as well. I want to have active members where we discuss everything, and that is so important. We are all, every one of us, anyone that's watching this video, anyone that's watched our previous videos, we are all early adopters of cryptocurrency compared to the rest of the world. Now, sharing information is vital to us all making good, sensible investments. Whether it's, you know, interesting stuff about a small cap coin, interesting breakout news about a large cap coin, but all of that is relevant in our decision making. And I want us to get involved as much as possible. We have a Facebook page as well called Lock in the Value, so check that out. Okay. But what I wanted to talk about today is yield farming. Now, I have concerns about this. I will say there is obviously a market for this, and decentralized finance, DeFi, is amazing, and the potential for it long term is exceptionally exciting. But I am concerned about the amount of money people are going to potentially lose when they're using DeFi like Compound. It's a very good application. It's very easy to use. However, a small drop in the value of a token, or a drop in the APY, could cost you substantially. Now, if you've seen any videos on any of this before, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So you can potentially stake, let's say DAI at 3.10% or 3.11% per year. Okay. And when you loan out, you supply as much as you have, what that does is that increases the amount that you can borrow. So then potentially I can borrow the maximum amount of, say, Augur, because Augur's got a lower APY than DAI. And then with the loaned amount of Augur I get, I can then reuse it, swap it for DAI, re put it back into the supply, loan it out, which increases my borrowing balance, and keep doing that. And I know a few people that have already talked about being burnt by this. You know, there was basic attention token not that long ago had a 24% APY, literally 6 days or so ago. If you check out Crypto News on YouTube, he did a video about this where he was showing basic attention token where he could loan it out at 24.10% yearly percentage, and then he could borrow, say, I think he borrowed DAI at the time, and then he could loan back out. And he didn't get burnt because he's a smart guy and he knows what he's doing. But what it did highlight, and when you refer back where his was 24% and now it's dropped to 0.1%, that is a scary drop. And if you're not careful about how you do this, you're going to get burnt hard and your assets could completely be liquidated. Now, I am not for 1 second dismissing DeFi. There is a brilliant idea behind DeFi. Bringing finance to as many people as possible in a sensible way is an excellent idea. DeFi is fundamentally a very, very exciting project that is still in its inception. And 2 or 3 years down the line, it could be the main way that most people utilize banking to some degree or utilize interest rates. But right now, we're in a dangerous position where people are jumping onto what is effectively the most you can call right now a trend. Okay? In 2016, 17, it was the trend of ICOs, or 2018, it was the trend of ICOs. Now it's the trend of DeFi. And I'm concerned that any of my viewers jump into this without bearing in mind and without keeping an eye on percentage returns. Because all it takes is that drop. I mean, BAT has dropped 24%. So any staking you did where you borrowed afterwards, or not staking, but any supply you did and then you borrowed, your assets could be liquidated if your borrow limit got too high. And liquidation only applies if you have borrowed assets, and that's the problem. People were borrowing because it was effectively an arbitrage opportunity. But if you get caught, that's it. That's your finances gone. That's a huge chunk of investments potentially gone. So I really want to make sure people are going into this with their eyes wide open. The risk for yield farming is significant. And we're going to hear stories over the next year of people losing thousands because they're not keeping an eye on percentage returns, or they're over borrowing compared to the supply that they're providing. And I just want to point that out to my followers, okay? It is vital that we try and think these things through. Never borrow. In fact, I would outright say at the moment, yes, if you think you found an arbitrage opportunity, that's brilliant, but don't borrow. At the moment, don't borrow because these percentages are changing rapidly. And it could really, really, really bite you in the arse. Okay? Now, that's pretty much it. I will get into DeFi at a much later date. But I want to go through a number of different DeFi projects and show you which ones I believe are the best ones to move forward with. But all of them have great long-term potential. I'm just concerned about that jumping on a trend and getting burnt, and I think that's going to happen with a lot of people. Um, the market's exciting, guys. I'm really excited. There's a lot of people that are talking about an imminent altcoin run or bull run for the altcoins. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think we're weeks away from that, like some people are suggesting. I think historically what you see is Bitcoin rallies and then the altcoins rally. I don't think we're going to see altcoins have a huge rally and then Bitcoin and then altcoins again. I just don't think that's the way it's going to work. Markets are cyclical. They follow the same patterns they always do. That's pretty much universal. Um, but yeah, keep an eye out on the market because there's going to be big moves over the next few weeks, I think. Um, but I think we're going to see a pullback because so many of these had really big pumps. Holo had a huge pump, so we're going to see a big pullback on that in the next day or two. But that's it from me. So, uh, follow our Twitter page, Lock in the Value. If you can, become a patron for us. If not, no problem. Get on Facebook, join the Lock in the Value Facebook page. Let's get this community building up. Let's get discussions going. What are you excited about? Here's the question for everyone right in the description. What altcoin do you feel is going to be the biggest mover when this inevitable bull run happens, whether it's 6 months or 18 months down the line? Which is the altcoin you're excited about? Anyway, that's it from me. Take care and stay safe, guys. Bye.